Happy Tuesday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Rochelle J. High temperatures for today, pretty close to, if not slightly above normal for this time of year. We're looking at widespread 40s across the board. A couple of neighborhoods could get closer to 50 degrees. We will have a mix of sunshine and clouds throughout the rest of the day today and even going into the overnight. But again, temperatures not too bad for this time of year. We keep a breezy wind into the afternoon, evening, and even for some of the overnight. Temperatures under clouds and clear skies, not completely cloudy, but not completely clear either, will drop down into the low to mid 30s for many areas across the board. So a seasonable January night is on the way. Now, looking at the next 5 days, we've got temperatures that are up, down, back up, and then back down again. Strong winds on the way for Wednesday. So we've actually tagged Wednesday as an alert day with the potential for some wind gusts up to about 50 miles an hour. We keep some breeziness on Thursday, not quite as windy, but also not quite as warm. And then we're back into the 50s, back into the 40s by the weekend. We do get some sunshine to mix in along with the chance for some showers for Friday that'll help to rinse the roads off. So we do get a little bit of some wet weather, not talking about snow, with temperatures on the milder side as we're rounding out January and heading into February. You're watching CBS News, Baltimore. Temperatures for tonight are down into the 30s across the board, mid to upper 30s with a few lower 30s mixing in. Some areas maybe waking up a little closer to freezing by your Wednesday morning. We do keep some breeziness around as we move through the overnight and especially into the day on Wednesday. You'll notice some of those wind icons. Very strong winds are on the way, strongest winds of probably maybe the next week or so. So we have actually issued an alert day for your Wednesday. We could see wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour at times, likely some of those stronger winds developing late morning into the early afternoon. We could also have a few stronger isolated gusts possible, but other than the winds, it is also going to be very warm for January standards. We're talking about temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Let's talk about those winds starting early on Wednesday morning. Strong wind gusts in western Maryland eventually will be moving eastward. It might take a few hours into the day. So top of the rush hour overall, not looking too bad whatsoever. Still those wind gusts 15 to 25 miles an hour. Late morning going into the afternoon. Here we are at lunchtime. You're starting to see more of those reds and purples indicating some of those stronger wind gusts. Now, the best likelihood for some of the strongest of those winds is going to be for some of our northern neighborhoods. But that does not mean, as this model will indicate, we can't see some of those slightly stronger gusts making their way into southern Maryland and the lower eastern shore by the afternoon. Now, eventually, winds will start to back off during the evening, going into the overnight. Still breezy for Wednesday night going into Thursday. Hourly planner, overall a quiet day. We get a mix of some clouds and sunshine and, of course, those strong winds developing. Eventually, the skies will clear out somewhat as we move through the overnight. Now, here's a check on that 7-day forecast. I mentioned very warm for tomorrow. Some of us will approach 60 degrees, cooling down behind a system on Thursday. We do have temperatures that remain above normal through the rest of the work week. By the weekend, though, we get some cooler air in here, temperatures closer to normal in the low to mid 40s, and then possibly even milder by the time we head into early next week. Right now, we've got a couple of days on the 7-day with temperatures closer to 60 degrees. You're watching CBS News, Baltimore.